Columbus, Ohio. Ohio State held its pro day on Wednesday, and I was there to stand on the side to watch and talk with some people. A big story about Dwayne Haskins and what his throwing ability means for his NFL career, and what it means for Ohio State's 2019 offense, will drop on Thursday morning. Here are 10 other thoughts and observations. Point 1. There was a little less juice compared to Ohio State pro days of the past. Only one Buckeye offensive lineman, Malcolm Pridgeon, ran the 40, and fast guys running usually brings a little energy. Players did their position drills, but most of the guys stood on their combine workout numbers, so there wasn't as much action as previous years. 2. Michael Jordan looks angry when he blocks. We never see it because he has a helmet on, and he's such a nice guy, but he put on a nice display of nasty during offensive line drills. Ohio State had some concerns about Jordan being so nice when they recruited him, but then a coach attended one of Jordan's wrestling matches, where the opponent bent back Jordan's finger. Jordan quickly took care of business, and Ohio State was persuaded that he had the requisite attitude. He's so tall for an interior lineman, and he started as a true freshman, so he's been forced to play with great technique his whole career. He looked good in drills Wednesday, and as a guard, Jordan seems like an incredibly safe prospect to me who's going to play in the league for a long time. Point 3. Dwayne Haskins was praised by everyone there for how he looked throwing the ball. We'll get into that more in Thursday's story. But he also offered this gem about whether he'd be able to handle New York, and how Ohio State prepared him for that. Before Baker got here, Haskins said, with a nod to Mayfield of the Browns, the Ohio State quarterback was the most famous person in Ohio. Watching J.T. Barrett my first 2 years was like watching somebody who's a celebrity. Everywhere he went he got stopped. So it's not gonna be that different. 4. Nick Bosa was in attendance but didn't work out at all. He did everything at the combine, but nothing at pro day. San Francisco general manager John Lynch was among the few GMs in attendance, and the Niners at no. 2. Remain very interested in Bosa, who probably won't go no. 1. Arizona is too interested in Kyler Murray there. But Bosa doesn't need to spend time with that many teams, because not many will have a shot at him. Point 5. Defensive tackle Draymond Jones worked the position drills, and one of the coached putting him through that work was Browns defensive line coach Tosh Lupoy. Jones grew up a huge Browns fan, and there's a lot of interest there in winding up in Cleveland. Point 6. Other Browns assistants there included running backs coach Stump Mitchell and receivers coach Adam Henry. You can't read too much into that. The Browns aren't going to draft OSU back Mike Weber. But if they're looking to fill out the receiver room, while Paris Campbell probably will be off the board before the Browns pick in the second round, Terry McLaurin and Johnny Dixon will be there. They all caught passes from Haskins during the passing drills. 7. There were Browns logos everywhere Wednesday. According to Ohio State, the Browns had 12 staffers there, more than any team. Overall, there were more than 100 NFL people on hand. That include 4 head coaches. Cincinnati's Zach Taylor. It was weird not seeing Marvin Lewis, who has been in Columbus almost every year, Washington's Jay Gruden, Minnesota's Mike Zimmer, and the Giants' Pat Shurmur, who spent time with Haskins during pro day and also met with him Tuesday night with other Giants staffers. The 4 general managers there were Oakland's Mike Mayock, Buffalo's Brandon Beane, Minnesota's Rick Spielman, and San Francisco's Lynch. Point 8. Someone not in attendance was Patriots coach Bill Belichick, who has been a frequent visitor to Ohio State pro days in the past. He was at Georgia's pro day instead. Point 9. McLaurin has been so roundly praised during the pre-draft process, I wonder if the formerly underrated receiver is now going the other way. He made some nice sideline catches from Haskins, and everyone knows what kind of special teams player he is. But there are always great receivers from small programs that get plenty of draft attention. Now, the idea of McLaurin going in the second or third round seems high to me. 10 Campbell slipped on a route and came up limping and sat out the second half of the receiver drills. No one with Ohio State seemed overly concerned though, and everyone already knew that Campbell, who caught 90 passes last season and ran a 4.31 40 at the NFL Combine, could be a first-round pick.